Friends, welcome to Animax tutorial. Those who have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe, and if you like the video, give like and share. So students, we have learned about what is set, its definition, and we have also learned about what is roster form, set builder form, union of set, intersection of set, and symmetry of sets. If you have still further doubt, just you check my YouTube channel. There you will get the description about what we have taught in the previous classes. So today we are going to learn about what is types of sets. Right, so in this types there are different types of sets. So in that first step, set type is empty set. We can also call this as null set, or we can also call it as void set. So these are the names of the empty set. Now empty set, what do you mean by empty set? So a set which does not contain any element is called empty set. Right, so what, as per the definition what they are given, a set which does not contain any element is called empty set. So it is denoted by phi or null set or empty set. Right, now for example, if I take the problem a is equal to some x, such that x is a natural number smaller than 1. Is it possible to find a natural number which is smaller than 1? No, that's why it is an empty set, because we cannot find the value which is given in that problem. Right, now if I take the next example, that is x, says that x is a man living on the moon. Is any man living on the moon? No, that's why it is an empty set. Right, so like this we identify what is empty set and what is null set and what is a void set. Now coming to our next second type is singleton set. Now what is singleton set? A set contain of a single element is called a singleton set. Right, for example 1, you have only one, consists of one number, that's why it is a singleton set. Right, now coming to a finite set. Now as per the definition of finite set, a set which is possible to count. Right, any set which is possible to count. For example, if I take a set 1 2 3 4, so it is possible to count because we have only 4 numbers. If I go for the second set, the days of a week, so a week consists of 7 days, so we can countable, so it is countable. So these type of sets is called a finite set. Now if I go for the fourth one, that is infinite set. The definition itself is an infinite because a set which is not countable. Right, for example a, the set of natural numbers. Can we count the set of natural numbers? Because natural numbers we don't know where it stops. Right, so these type of sets is called an infinite set which cannot be countable, means which does not stop anywhere. For example, if I go with the numbers, that is 1 2 3 4, so on. So I have not given any limitations. So if it is a limitation, then it is called a finite set. If you don't have any limitation, it is a infinite set. Next, coming to equal set. Now what do you mean by equal set? Now two sets A and B are said to be equal if they have exactly the same element. Right. For example, if I take A is equal to 1, 2, 3 and B is equal to some 3, 2, 1. So here whatever the elements consist in A is also equal to the elements consist in B. So we can write as A is equal to B. So like this we are identifying whether the given set is a equal set or not equal set. Next coming to a cardinal set. Now what do you mean by cardinal set? So the number of elements in a set is called the cardinal set. So number of elements means, for example, if I take the problem A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So these are the 6 numbers. Now you have to find the cardinal of set. The cardinal of set is denoted by n of A is equal to, means you have to count the number of elements consist in a set, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So number of element is 6, means the cardinal set of A is equal to 6. If I go for the set of B, that is A, B, C, D, E, right? Now what is the cardinal set of B? You can write as n of B is equal to, here you consist of 5 elements, so I can write as 5, that is n of B is equal to 5. Like this we are writing cardinal set. Next coming to next one is subset. Now subset, if every element of first set, that is A, is also an element of second set B, then it is represented as A subset B, right? Now if I take an example, that is A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and B is equal to some 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, right? Now here the elements of A, as per the definition of subset, the every element of the first set, means the every element of the first set is also an element of the second set, means whatever the elements of the first set is there, the same element should be consist in the second set also. So if I see in the second set, you here have 1, 2, 3, 4, same as the set A, so I can write A is subset B, right? So like this we are identifying the subset. Okay, now there are some important notes. Now what we have to remember always. So first one, empty set is a subset of every set, right? So empty set is a subset of every set. If I go for the second one, next, every set is a subset of itself. Now if I go for the third one, if A subset B and B subset A, which gives a result A is equal to B, means A value is there in B and B value is also there in A, so therefore A is equal to B. Now if I go for the fourth one, that is if A is subset B, B is subset C then your answer is A is subset C. Clear? Classes we have learned about union of sets, intersection of sets, and difference of set. Based on that, we are going to learn about what is Venn diagram. Before going to start with a Venn diagram, we have to know what is universal of set. So universal of set is nothing but a set which contains of all the sets under consideration. Right, now if I go for the universal of set, so universal of set is denoted by U or mu. Right, so any one of these denotation we can use. Now if I go for the Venn diagram, the universal set of the Venn diagram is denoted by a box, and we are writing that universal outside of the box, or sometimes they will write inside of the box also. It's not the problem that whether you are writing inside or outside. Denotation is important for what we are denoting here. This is nothing but a universal of set. Not going for the Venn diagram. Now Venn diagram. So it is a way of representation of the relationship between the sets. Venn diagram is the way of representation of the relationship between the sets. Means we are showing the relation of A union B, A intersection B, A minus B, A subset B, and so on. So these relations will show in a Venn diagram. Now if I go for the A union B, now as per the definition of A union B, we know that the combination of two elements is called A union B. Now if I go for the diagram, this is a universal set, and this is a set A, this is a set B, the combination of all the elements. Now if I shade the region of A and B is A union B. Now if I go for the next one, that is A intersection B, right? So A intersection B is nothing but what? The common value among the two sets. If I know this as set A and set B, this is a universal set. The common among these two sets is this one. This is my A intersection B. Now if I go for A minus B or B minus A, right? So A minus B, if I go for the showing of A minus B, as per the definition, difference of any two set is nothing but the whatever the elements is left in the first set is a answer of A minus B, right? So if I shade the region of the part A excluding the part B, now this region is nothing but A minus B. Now if I take the another diagram, set A and set B, this is a universal set. Now if I shade the region of the B part is B minus A, right? Now coming to A subset B. Now how to draw the diagram of A subset B? As per the definition of A subset B, subset is nothing but the values of A is in the value of B. Now which is bigger among these two? The set B is bigger. The set B is bigger, and inside of B you have the value of A. There's nothing but A subset B. Hope students you understand all these problems we have discussed today, that is types of sets and the representation of Venn diagram, its universal set, subset, everything. Now hope you understand all these problems. Now start doing a problem from your exercise. If you have any queries or doubts, let me know that. Thank you.